somewhere up in there. I like the fact that it's all open.
Looking for the mountains.
Pretty amazing.
For that wild place.
I'm up in the saddle now.
The mountains. Looking for them wild places. Yes. The Cascade Trekkers back on the scene.
Back on the scene.
Cascade Trekkers back on the scene here. Look at this scene. Caribou Mountain over there. Looking to get a little skiing in tomorrow. Yeah, baby, here we are. Heading up into the hills. Alright, I'm seeing patches of snow in the trees. And here in a mile or so I'm going to cut off to the right. I'm just really not sure how far I'll get up the road. Yeah, there's the mountain. There's snow up there, but this side is really steep. There's some really nice open spots on the other side. I just don't think I can get there. Yeah, we'll make the best of it. Alright, this is my intersection. We're just gonna get back here as far as we can go and set up camp. Hopefully get some snow tomorrow. Some good camp spots here. Real nice spot here. And I'm gonna need this water to camp with. Just amazing back here. And we've got a feeder creek coming in this way. This is where I left off with the GoPro, scouting this road. I hiked up about 1/3 of a mile and it just gets worse. Fact is, I could start driving up it on the motorcycle, hit the mud spots. With the tires spinning, I most likely would slide backwards. It's just a little messy right now. And this is my zone over here. I've just been chilling out for a couple hours, watching the clouds. Real nice. And started sprinkling a little bit, which is okay with me. Mosquitoes are prevalent, quite prevalent. It's May 22nd, and I half expected it. There's a massive bit of standing water, a lake, an estuary for wildlife, Gray's Lake. It was amazing to touch on it because I came across the north side with water on both sides of the road, and the birds were amazing. Waterfowl. The motorcycle has been in the shop. I've missed 2 quintessential weekends to get here or other places. Mosquitoes. And the deal was water pump seals needed to be replaced. It was leaking, and I was glad to find it before something worse happened. Quite expensive. I'm just kind of babying it on this trip. It got me here just fine. Starts and stops. Of course it stops just fine. A new battery. So far on this trip, it's been golden, and that's all that matters. Something interesting over here is a sign for a mining claim. However, there are two mines up here. Caribou Mountain is just right up this way. 2 or 3 miles, maybe 4. The road goes up that way and traverses along the side of the mountain and then curls around that backside. If I get up there, it's going to be a long trek. I have all day tomorrow to hike it out, and honestly, I need the exercise. Here it is, dinner time. Ramen noodles, jalapenos, almonds, soup mix, and spices. I'll have to stir it before it boils over. Nice to be back in the groove here. Chilly enough for frost. It's gonna warm up nice. Caught up on sleep, it was great. So I'm just gonna have some coffee and just start hiking up the road. I can see the mountain lit up back there by the sun on the snow, but I couldn't zoom in on it. It's gonna be a wondrous trek, I think. Starting the hike. Slow warm up here. I don't want to be here tomorrow morning. It's got to be like 9:30, 10 o'clock, and it's just barely warming up. Here it is. Maybe a mile in, and it's the first real possible place for a tent back here, and the road is decent here, and here we've got the first view. Real nice open hills over there. There are lots of tracks from the side-by-sides that have been up here. If it were Saturday or Sunday, I most likely would find a ride going up and probably down. Also, fresh elk tracks down there. Yeah, it's nice to be out here, real peaceful. Hearing some of the little friends that I've missed over the winter. Well, used to be a cabin. A fairly large one, too. Huge, actually. Then we've got mines back here. You know, it's probably an old miner's cabin. With the creek right in here. And the road continues this way. Starting to see snow patches on the road. Crossing of the creek is right here. We'll use that as a reference point to check the map. And lots of animal signs, a noise down here. Seeing more snow on the road. Been climbing steadily since the creek crossing. Real nice grassy spots in here for a tent. No big animals yet. Here it is. Solid snowpack on the road. It's hard to say how long it goes, but it's a good sign. And I guess I'll switch over to skis. Well, the snow patches aren't continuous yet. Sort of figured it. That's just how it goes when you start to get going back here on these roads, hoping for snow. Had a nice stretch here. Big elk tracks right in here. Not that old, a couple days maybe, yesterday. And just back in there I had a big animal smell. It was like a herd of elk or a big bear smell. And look, we get to go down, but there's no snow here. Here we got another big cabin down there. Might be hard to see with this camera, and a nice kind of a clearing, and I can hear the water running down there. Well, it seems like I could just lay down and take a nap right now. Alright, I've come to an intersection here. This road climbs up from the main road. And there's a mining claim area here. I'm not sure if this is the road I was looking for. Looks like it might go this way. And then again, maybe not. But we will take a look over here. And again, fleeting glimpses of Caribou Mountain, which is, you know, still a couple miles this way. Oh dear, here's a mosquito factory. Probably was a cabin right in here, maybe. And this ground the rocks up, I'm pretty sure, into a finer, you know, tiny bits of rocks that they were able to pick through and look through more. You see snow there, patchy snow, but I don't know, man. I'm really feeling it now. Heading back, yeah. Took a nice long chill out here. And still we got the mountain teasing way back there. Probably hard to see on this camera and not worth zooming in on. Kind of interesting to find this back here. And again, interesting to, follow the route that I've been looking at for so long. It's just a really long kind of a traverse from the creek crossing, but that's okay. Look, I got some good exercise. Also, a precaution is that, I'm tired, a little sore now, and it's not the best thing to start skiing with those, bodily conditions. And sometimes, that just the pursuit of happiness is well enough. Yeah, heading down again, right? We had two of the side-by-sides come up, and they got to the snowfields and turned around. So now, just a little anxious to get back to camp and see that it's all right. Yep, there in the distance, I think, is Little Elk Mountain. It might be Big Elk Mountain, but one of the two. That's looking south and just slightly east from here. Home sweet home. I was going to relocate because of the cold morning start back here, but I'm exhausted, and we're just gonna deal with it. I don't have to be to work tomorrow until 4 p.m. Hour and a half drive, and 9:30, 10:30 leave. I'm okay to get home at noon. Yeah, what an unsuccessful skiing trip. All right, I have a conclusion to this mining claim that I stopped at up there. I met the owner of the claim, Kathy. What's your last name, Kathy?
Everton.
Kathy Everton owns that mining claim up there, and she's been telling me all the stories about it. And so it was really nice to meet her, and awesome that she stopped to talk with me and kind of filled in a bunch of my imaginary voids about that place up there. So, you have anything you want to say about it?
No, that it's just, my place, my piece.
She was checking to see how far she could get up on the road today. And
Still too muddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was awesome that I got there and met the owner.